My yard ain't got no flaws. My dogs is perfect. I promise you. Ain't nobody got no dogs out there beating mine. I got perfect everything. Everything I got in the yard is legit. Bruh. You can't top that.
Yeah, don't let these haters get in your head. Nope. Winners ain't born, winners are bred. Okay. American bully, the highest pedigree. Cold legacy kennels, no one's ahead of me. Nah. We got the color for you. Okay. From Brindle to blue, whatever color you choose. Plus they got the best temperament. Whatever you need. You want quality, this is it. Cold legacy kennels.
Yo, what's going on? Hey, it's Cole here at Cold Legacy Kennels. Late night talk yet again. Y'all know I like doing these late night talks. Man, as y'all seen the intro, y'all done heard people talking like that, right? They perfect. No mistakes, no flaws, nothing. They got the best thing out since sliced bread. Man. Let's talk. Y'all seen the title? Kennel Blindness. We're gonna talk about what it is, how it affects you, and what you need to do about it. So, one, what it is. Kennel blindness is when it states, I'm gonna tell you what the online thing says, it states it as a disease. You don't look at your yard for what it is. You see it as just this all amazing, no flaws, can't improve, just perfect, perfect platform of excellence from top to bottom with nothing. Like, it's literally what it says, man. It's you thinking that you got the best shit since the beginning of time. And it's okay to think, you know what I'm saying, you got great stuff. I ain't knocking that. I ain't knocking it at all. If you want to rip your yard hard, man, you rip your yard. But don't be blind to what you have. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's like our kids, man. It's like our kids. I got 7 kids. And as a parent, you think of your kids as can't do no wrong, in a sense. They're perfect little yous, you know what I'm saying? Like you judge them way too leniently. You give them every pass in the book because they are your kids. And that's how people see their kennels, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with seeing your dogs as your babies. My dogs, my babies. But we give them that judgment of being perfect when they're not, you know what I'm saying? And even with my kids, you know, I look, for me, I have a sense of understanding to where I look at my kids from outside perspectives, how they do certain things. I mean, I'm not gonna say I 100% understand, you know what I'm saying, what other people see, but I do see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the ways that my kids are. So, you know what I'm saying, in return, I put that into my dogs as well. I see what my dogs are lacking. If you cannot see what your dogs are lacking, then you are in the game for the wrong reasons. Because if you don't know what you need to fix and correct or what to put out, what are you doing it for? So, kennel blindness is pretty much not even paying attention to what you have, like in a sense of faults and flaws and disqualifying factors, you know what I'm saying, in the standard of the American bully or any dog, you know what I'm saying, in general. Like, if you're watching this video and you breeding Yorkies, there's a standard to Yorkies. You know what I'm saying? There's a standard to those. Like, there's a standard to the dog that you have, no matter what the dog, period. So being blind to the fact of what you need to fix, it can hurt you in a sense, because you might not judge what you have. Everybody that looks at your yard is gonna notice the faults. Your dog ain't got this, your dog ain't got that. People are not gonna be blind and unnoticeable like you are. So you have to open your mind, open your eyes to see what you have that you're lacking. What is wrong? What is this fault? The temperament, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at there can be, you know what I'm saying, your dog can be slightly aggressive, but you play it off, or you not even play it off, you overlook it because you done grown accustomed to it and the dog plays with you. You know, you gotta look at those things, you know what I'm saying, for what it is. Don't just say, oh, that's nothing, or oh, that's minor. You know what I'm saying? That might be minor to you, but that could be major to somebody else. So yeah, that is what it is. Kennel blindness is definitely, you know, just being blind to the fact of you don't want to see what's wrong. It's pretty much sums it up. That's what it is. You don't want to acknowledge the fact that you have issues in your yard. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, it ain't that they try to ignore it. They just simply don't pay attention to it. They so hyped up on what's good that they overlook the bad. It's not that they don't see it or whatever, they just overlook it. Like, it is what it is, you know. My dog has a great big head, and they focus on my dog has a great big head. My dog has a great pedigree. And when I said that video, you know what I'm saying, look at the dog in front of you. Kennel blindness. You look at the name and say, hey, my dog got this blood, that blood, this blood, and that's your selling point. That's all you have to do. That's your selling point. That should not be your selling point. You should be able to promote the dog in front of you, not the ones in the past. You get me? So that kennel blindness is definitely real, y'all. It's definitely real. But how does it affect you? It affects you in the sense of you not putting out what you need to be putting out. And people are noticing what your dogs are lacking. Therefore, you missing out on a lot of sales, you know what I'm saying, of putting your product out there. Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, our dogs are a product of us. That these are our productions. So our product is not meeting the needs, you know what I'm saying, of the customer. So you're not having a return on anything because you can't sell or can't, you know what I'm saying, put out what it is you have because don't nobody want it. So therefore, you sitting here holding on to 10 dogs, 8, you know, whatever, how many you have, because you failed to realize what you needed to fix. Or you're not even holding on to them. You thinking you're gonna sell them for a couple thousand and you had to give them away for dirt cheap. You know, that is the outcome of what's gonna happen. Because if you ignore the signs, then it's gonna be crucial, you know what I'm saying, to your pockets, you know what I'm saying, in the end. It's gonna hurt. And I'm telling you, better to do it early and know what you're getting early than wait until the end and it don't work out and having to restart. You know, that's how I did about puppies. I wanted to start with puppies, but me starting with puppies, man, I gotta wait 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, just to get where I wanted to go for that first set of puppies. You know, so why not get, you know what I'm saying, some adult dogs and kind of, you know what I'm saying, get what I want and make it what I actually have a vision for my yard, you know. So, you know, being that kennel blindness is affecting your yard, you know what I'm saying, you don't even know it. You're setting yourself back and setting yourself up for failure because you don't know what exactly it is that you need to be doing, in a sense. You know, especially do your research and learn what faults are out there, because if you just think you're gonna put two dogs together and you don't know, you know what I'm saying, what your faults are, then you putting yourself at a disadvantage because you putting these dogs out that you think they look good and they actually look like crap, you know. So that is definitely what, you know, you need to be doing, in the sense of that, making sure you're putting out the right dog, because if you're putting out that crap, and cause we already oversaturated in a sense of putting out dogs, but the great dog to crappy dog ratio is just completely off. You got people putting out crappy dogs way more than they're putting out great dogs, and that's just for a buck. It's not for the love of the bullies. It's just for a quick buck. So you got to compete with that, you know. Do what you think is best for your camp. Fix what you can, you know. I'm not saying your dog's not gonna come out, you know what I'm saying, the first generation, your dog's not gonna come out perfect. You're not gonna fix everything. It's gonna take time to fix certain things, you know what I'm saying. Take 2-3 generations to get what you need to be going, you know what I'm saying, in the right path. But work for it. Don't be blind to what needs to be fixed and it hurts you in the long run. You know, don't do that, because I know in my yard what I need to be fixed, what needs to be fixed. And that comes to the third point of what to do about it. You know what I'm saying? How do you, you know, attack, you know what I'm saying, kennel blindness? And the one thing that I can tell you that what nip it in the bud is, be open-eyed and open-minded to the thought of you don't have a perfect kennel. You should be critiquing and, you know, very, 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 very strict of what's in your yard. You should be over-analyzing what's in your yard more than anything. Like, if somebody's gonna judge your yard, let it be you. Let you know what you need to work on in your yard. If you can't, you know what I'm saying, have the hard talk with yourself about this is what my yard is and this is where I want it to be, what step you're on, then you're not going to improve. You have to tell yourself the hard truth than the easier lie. Don't lie to yourself saying, oh, this is fine, all this. Tell yourself the hard truth, like, I need to work on this. This is gonna take longer to fix. Let's work on this right here. Let's get this going, and let's breed to better the standard that I have in my yard. That is what we need to do. That is what we're gonna do. Let's get it done. You can get a lot of access to frustration and complications in the end fixed if you work in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So if you nip a lot of the issues in the bud in the beginning, you ain't got to worry about the ending. You ain't got to worry about going through years of trying to fix what you didn't know that you need to be fixing because you was blind to the fact, you know what I'm saying, oh, your dog was just a pretty color, or your dog, you know what I'm saying, had bone. Like, all right, your dog got the bone, but you know what I'm saying, what about the structure of it? In a sense, so you got a built dog, but is the build, you know what I'm saying, functional and up to the standard of the breed? You know, I done seen a lot of muscular dogs, but they built weird. You know what I'm saying? So what is that gonna do? What does that hit me? Your dog is muscular, yeah, whoopee, but it's lacking everything else. You can't have one and ignore the other. You need to have the whole total package. And kennel blindness is you ignoring the total package because you have this one thing. Because you have a try, you don't need nothing else. Because you have a Merle, you don't need nothing else. And I see that I see that a lot. A lot of people right now putting out Merles. They putting out the Merle color, pattern, whatever, you know, because that's what's selling. But what they're not putting nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put the package with the color, in the sense. Like, you just can't have a Merle bully and just think that this is the dog. Your Merle has to still have the breed type, the standard of structure, head, bone, everything. Like, it still has to be a complete dog. You just can't sell the dog because of the color. I mean, you can, but why would you want to if you really love this breed? Like, you want to add that, you know what I'm saying, Merle to what you have. You don't want to just sell Merle, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all probably saying, he talk about Merle again. I ain't got nothing against the Merle. I'm just saying, in the sense of, you gotta put, you know what I'm saying, you gotta it's like a Build-A-Bear. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build onto the platform that you have already. Like, you know, you gotta add what you want, take away the negative and add the good, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen in one generation. I'd be lying and say, you know what I'm saying, that one generation you can fix 3, 4, 5, and that's a lot, flaws or faults, you know what I'm saying, in one generation. It will take a few generations. You know, will you get lucky? Of course, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's saying somebody get lucky. But what work for one person might not work for you. Remember that. So remember, do not introduce yourself to kennel blindness. Don't think that you cannot get better, and don't think that you are the best just because you have a dog that has color, that has structure, or that just has the blood. Add all three, make everything complete in one dog. Like, total package, y'all. Put a total package in the dog, and then you can start talking how you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? You can make it. It's more. You can justify it a little bit more, if I could say that. You can put forth the strength in your mind to vocalize what you have in your yard, you know. And you can tell people, man, when I first started, I had this going wrong. It took me this many generations to fix this. It took me this many generations to fix that. I had to go over here to do this to get that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good story, you know what I'm saying, to be able to tell, you know what I'm saying, where you came from to where you've been to where you at now, to, instead of just saying you've been the best the whole time and you know you lying. Like, you gotta realize what's in front of you. Let it be known that you know your faults and your flaws and your dogs, and that is what you're working towards. I know mine. Do you know yours? Simply put, that's the best way I can put it, y'all. Let yourself know where you falling short at in your dogs. Point blank, period. So, if y'all are aware, you know what I'm saying, if y'all done seen it and everything, y'all, please come in if y'all want to add on to the bottom. I know it's a little bit more probably I can add on to the kennel blindness part, but if you want, comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel. You know, let me know if y'all liking these late night talks. Most of my late night talks is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, instructive and just, you know what I'm saying, talking about what's going on in the game. I think I like this little series I got going with this. But man, if y'all do, please like and subscribe. hit that bell notification. My subscribers going up. I appreciate it. I see it. It's love. And as always, Cold Legacy Kennels appreciate y'all. And Cold Legacy Kennels out.